At the end of the day, you can talk about me much as you like, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about me, and I don't care about it, but you must love it, you bunch of saddos. Lord alone knows how we got Craig out of the house to do that pre-title, which is amazing. Welcome, my friends. It's day 28. The time is 5:28. This is Big Brother's little brother. It's a little show that gives you the big picture. Or, and you're going to like this, Tama, Pieni, Laki, Anta, Sinula, Sorin, Nato Man, as they are saying right now, all over Finland. On today's show, we find out which housemate makes Robin Ince laugh out loud. The comedian Robin Ince is with us. Going to be very hot in that suit, though. And psychologist Dr. Pam Spur gets to the bottom of Craig. There's Pam. And she's a black belt as well. OK, but first we kick off, as we always do, Little Brother's big news. At 4:31 this morning, Craig was caught by Big Brother doing something quite peculiar with a toothbrush on the kitchen floor. Take a look.
Who's that toothbrush?
I don't know.
That's terrible, man.
So don't wake us up until 10, including if we work.
This is Big Brother. Would Craig come to the diary room?
Craig, as you know, Big Brother takes housemates' health and safety very seriously.
Okay, sorry.
Big Brother requests that you bin that toothbrush immediately or bring it back to the diary room.
Okay.
What's even stranger is that Craig claims it was his toothbrush. He gads. Next up at 10:16 this morning, the housemates were gently woken to the classic sounds of Puccini's Madame Butterfly. However, with no one bothering to get up, Big Brother finally got catty. Yikes. Next up, for 28 days, the housemates have argued, they've fought, and they've backstabbed. It's been fantastic. But today, for the first time, they finally got boring. 86 degrees in the garden, and they've done absolutely nothing. Rubbish. Do something! Entertain us! That was Little Brother's big news. Might get in trouble for that. It's a funny old place, the Big Brother house, both in a way and a peculiar way. With that in mind, today's cool BBLB is quite simply, who's the funniest housemate and why? Here's how to get in touch. Hello there. So far, Big Brother's both been very, very dramatic and very, very funny. Here to talk about his favourite funny bits, I'm sure it's dramatic bits, is comedian Robin Ince.
Hello. Well, it's nice to see you. It's lovely to be here. And now, you were saying that I sweat, you know, I'm going to sweat tonight. Now, someone says you don't sweat. Is it right? You've had your glands removed, just like Bruce Lee.
It's not really my decision. It was Endemol's decision. It's Big Brother's decision is final. So they said, if you're going to work on the show, no glands.
They've broken you and remade you.
That's the way it is.
That's what they do on this Bible-based show. That's what I read in the newspapers. It's the same as the Bible.
Absolutely.
A lot of Mary Magdalenes, aren't there?
It looks like this chat might be a Roberto fest.
Well, I found it really difficult. Who's my... It's been an embarrassment of riches this year, I think, for the funniest housemate. I like Science, because Science is a teenager. I know he's 22, but, oh, look at me, he's trying to be cool. Born, look, I'm drinking some wine and like that, and also the fact that Maxwell then went, haha, look, you are dressed in your mum's trousers, which I thought was great. I also, I mean, Science, I think is a bit of an idiot. Then you've got Derek, who I think is great as well, just because everything Derek says is as if it's important. So the other day, he just when he was going...
It's so true, though, because I believe everything he says is important. When he says it, you suddenly have the severity about what he says, right?
Well, last night, I think it was 2 nights ago, he went, oh, yeah, I mean, I love corn on the cob. And you go, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Of course, corn on the cob. This man, you know, it's the aphorisms of Oscar Wilde. About, oh, yeah, I mean, I'd love a brandy snap about now. Of course, brandy snaps. You know, he's a genius.
But who will you be evicting this week?
Well, you see, it's strange enough it's the person who is my favourite for comedy moments is Roberto.
Right.
Now, because Roberto, I'm a big fan of Italian slapstick, you know, for Roberto Benigni. And he undoubtedly has done the best pasta-based slapstick. I think it's been a bad year this year in Big Brother for pasta-based slapstick. And just when we thought it wasn't going to work, Roberto kicks in.
He pulls it out of the bag.
Yeah.
But do you think he'll go this weekend?
I hope he will, because I think we have
Why
to
do you want him to go? If you love the pasta-based slapstick?
I like him. I like his singing. I like the fact that when he gets angry, suddenly his scousdom comes in there as well.
Yes.
I always like it.
He's got a touch of the Jan Mulby about him. In
Yeah.
terms of that. He's talking in his own accent, then suddenly this bit of scouse will come in.
So I like him for that, but we have to keep Derek in, because Derek, slowly the mask is cracking with Derek. I mean, before long, I think we're going to lose those great moments where he goes, I mean, shoes are brilliant, aren't they? And I think we're going to lose, you know, those classic moments, and he's going to start to fall apart. And that's why we have to keep him in there.
Let's look at some of your Roberto moments right now.
Every day I love you less and less. When there's left over, when everyone is finished, we'll go around. Simple as that, because that's fair, man. Learn some manners.
What are you talking about, manners about?
I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this. Learn some manners. Well, you got my face.
Left over.
You don't scare anybody.
Just went over there. I said, what's wrong with you?
I'm not... Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Such a little kid.
Get out my face. You
Such
get
a
out
little
my
kid.
face, man.
Get out your face.
You want some food? There you go. Eat some food.
Look at Anthony's terrified face. The pasta's out the bowl, it's on his head. I wonder what he's going to do. It might still be warm. Will his skin be scalded by the flour and water?
What about the Love Loft? That's taken your fancy as well.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed the Love Loft because it has been like a, you know, classic 1950s movie set in a boudoir. I was going to say something else apart from boudoir, but we're not allowed.
And I'm glad you didn't. OK, let's take a look at it.
Mysterious brown eyes and dark hair, probably. And lovely eyebrows and eyelashes and a beautiful shy smile. A lovely sexy red dressing gown like yours, my dear.
Roberto, our time is up. You must leave.
Now, I found that quite awkward.
Oh, yeah, but that's the best thing about Big Brother, isn't it? That this year in particular, it's been all those awkward moments. It's been bits like that. It has been science trying to be cool and trying to be cool on the Big Brother thing. It's like trying to be cool and entering a knobbly knees contest. You can't do both. You can't go, yeah, I've got the coolest knees. Look at my cool knobbly knees. And that's the same thing with the Love Loft as well. And the massaging is another thing that I've loved. Every single time that Maxwell said, perhaps someone would like to massage my hands, and then Craig will go, yeah, I will. And he goes, no, not you. Everyone becomes, oh, I want Saskia to do it. Or Saskia, oh, go on.
OK.
Give me
Now,
a kiss.
as a comedian, you're used to the funny phrases, the one-liners. The housemates are not sure of any, as we just talked about, whether it's deliberate or not. So we thought we'd test you in the game recording anyway. Whose line is it? Come with anyway. Whose line is it? Anyway. Whose line is it? OK, it's pretty simple. OK, we've got 3 quotes here. You just have to guess the housemates made before they went in the house. You have to guess which housemate guessed what, and we have our housemates here on a tray, a lovely plateau, as it were.
Right.
OK, so the first one, this is first up. Whatever the task, I'm sure there's nothing that won't surprise me too much. Well, then again, I don't know nothing. There's nothing I'm not prepared to do.
Right.
I don't know nothing I'm not prepared to do.
It's very enigmatic, isn't it? The trouble is that these are so much fun. I just want to play, and also they stick slightly to the silver salver, don't they? There. These are beautiful. Are they going to be given away as a treat?
I'm sure we can give one to you.
Anyway.
Who do you think it is?
It's Roberto. It's definitely Roberto.
Whatever
there
the task, I'm sure there's nothing that won't surprise me too much. Well, then again, I don't know nothing I'm not prepared to do. Let's take a look.
Whatever task there is, I'm sure there's nothing that can, you know, surprise me too much. Well, then again, I don't know. Nothing I'm not prepared to do.
No.
Apart from the maggots!
I meant her. I meant her. I confused the two. I meant her.
You've ruined it now.
I look like a
0
idiot
for
now,
1.
haven't I?
OK, next
Right.
up. My strategy is to have no strategy. That is my strategy. It's genius.
Right.
Who said it?
Science is wise, and also that has that kind of so I'd like to. I wanted to actually pick Kamal because of just the detail there. Look, they've done little pin buttons, lovely little pin buttons there. It's a lovely little treat there.
You're going to pick Kamal, or
home, but I'm going to pick science there.
You will be surprised. Take a look.
My strategy is to have no strategy. That is my, that is my strategy.
It's just the fact there's no irony there at all as well.
This is a disaster.
It is a disaster,
But it's
Incy.
not
You're
easy
dying
because,
here.
you know, last year, this year it's just a confederacy of dunces, isn't it? So, I mean, how can I...
Lastly,
go on.
I think Big Brother is likely to look like George Clooney, tall, salt and pepper hair, deep, deep brown eyes.
Oh, it's got to be Derek. It's got to be Derek. Look at the little cravat they've done.
Nice, isn't it?
So, yeah, come on. Come on!
Take a look.
I think Big Brother's likely to look something like George Clooney, tall, salt and pepper hair, deep, deep brown eyes.
It's the that makes it.
Oh, it was just... I can't believe... This is worse than I did in my chemistry exam.
You did all right.
I had to do combined science, and then I do an English degree and go and work in a bookshop.
1 for 3. Robin Ince, everyone. Back with the disclaimer. Cool BBLB. Okay, after the break, going to be finding out how you can win in with a chance of winning all this. Oh, how can it? Forbidden furlough. We'll see you in 3. Car driving past trying to get in shot. Welcome back. It's day 28. It's 5:43. Still to come. I'm going to be talking to the divine Dr. Pam about what's going on inside Craig's huge head. But first, prize fans, it's time to find out how you can win this week's suitcase full of Big Brother goodies. Ooh la la! Duvet set, tickets, free top box, review box, props from the Pamper Dozen Glidden, head massage, and martini glass. Where's the martini glass gone? Oh, look, it's prohibition. Ooh, fantastic. Little brother tea towel, obviously. There we go. Lovely, and some nuts and bolts from the old Maxwell. You're having a laugh task. To be in with a chance, just a chance to play a try your luck. You go answer the following question and answer it correctly. The question is, which housemate refused to go into room 101? Was it A, Saskia, B, Science, or C, Vanessa? The lines close at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Give us a call, try your luck, go on! And the suitcase comes with it as well, which I didn't know. It's actually a pretty good price. So, on Monday's show, Sam randomly selected that we should visit Craig's hometown this week to find out a little bit more about him and his huge head. This is what happened.
Hi, I'm Craig's dad.
And I'm Craig's mum.
Welcome to where Craig lives.
If you want to come upstairs, I'll show you where Craig sleeps. My baby's bedroom, his little boudoir. And these are my other 2 sons who've got a message for their big brother.
At the end of the day, wish you all the best and
Good luck.
Good luck, mate.
Hi, I'm Stacey, Craig's hairdressing assistant. Follow me this way to the salon. This is one of Craig's clients, Tabby.
Hello. I am really missing Craig, as you can see.
We really miss him!
Craig, I really want and hope that you will be winning because you're a very nice chap. You deserve to win. You're better than all the others.
Good luck, Craig!
Hope you win.
The housemates nominated for eviction this week are, in alphabetical order, Derek and Roberto.
Come on, Craig. Oi, just make sure you don't get evicted next week. Good luck, mate, for the rest of the series. You're doing brilliant. Goodbye.
One more time.
Craig's uncle here now. And his amazing staring feet trick. What's that all about? They were waving at me. He was looking like this. Oh, I've got 2 feet. So we've got some idea of what it's like at home, but in the house there seems to be a number of different people. Here to help us work him out is Dr. Pam Spur, everybody. Craig's persona has totally changed. I'm fascinated by Craig because for the first couple of weeks he bitched and he moaned, etc., etc. And now he does that, but he's kind of turned it around. Now he's far more popular both in the house and the people I see out in the house telling me that as well. How is that?
Well, we've seen a complete evolution from the bitchiest little queen on the block and prima donna to a guy who manages to hold his tongue, doesn't have those sort of cat fights and scratch people's eyes out anymore, although there's still potential for some of that.
OK, we're going to take a look at him now, how his persona has dramatically changed. Just take a look.
Right, big brother, you got to let me get on this show because I'm a spoiled little brat and I always get my own way, one way or another.
I'm so glad that you're in here. I thought, I hope I, you know, click with somebody and get like a partner in crime.
Oh, my partner in crime!
I refuse to diminish my character to survive. I refuse.
I know Leslie's gone. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Aren't you close with Vanessa though, aren't you?
I am, but Leslie and me were very...
So your best friend was Leslie?
Yeah.
Well, have you not sensed the change in people since that night?
Yes.
You can see that
they think they're invincible.
Completely.
Yeah.
And they're almost supremacy. They think they're supreme to us now in every sense of the way.
If someone does say all the time, right, and then they're caught in that moment, then you look bad, Craig, because we know you bitch.
I wish I could scrub out the first
Some
2
people
weeks.
come
I
out
wish
of
I
it.
wish I could scrub out the first 2.5 weeks in
Yeah,
here.
don't worry, we
For
know
me-
you cussed us, but we'll deal with it.
Now you're happy days, you found a crew that, well, you obviously know is off the hook. So you're going to be all right.
He literally spent the first few weeks telling me about how much
He won't be happy with
despised
himself.
that group. And now, Mr. Confident Craig, look at me. Yeah, I love talking about sex all day. Watch me. Yeah, Saskia's my best friend. Let's give each other massages all day. Oh, Saskia, jump in my bed, shake your boobs on me. And it's just like, he's gone from that to that.
OK, so the housemates have picked up on how it's changed. How do you think it's changed over the last 28 days?
Okay, well, first, week 1, there he was, bonded with Leslie, you know, the perfect double act, the bitchy queens together sort of thing. Move on, Vanessa comes into the group, they've got Team Brittany. Leslie goes out, Vanessa thinks she's going to hang on to Craig. It doesn't happen because he is by nature the sort of person, a chameleon. He floats around. So then he kind of dabbles a bit, talks to Derek, talks to Roberto,
Sure.
and starts building the relationship in the last week, super building it with the core team.
Well, there's 3 groups as well, isn't there, obviously?
Exactly.
And he's spending most of his time now with, as you say, probably the dominant group in the house, the
They
Saskias,
are
the
the
Maxwells,
dominant.
the Anthonys.
And then we've got the wannabes, of course, who are, you know, the Makosi, the Vanessa and Kamal now, and the stragglers,
Derek and
Roberto,
Roberto. Yeah,
and
but
Science.
he's sort of splitting his time between the 3, you think?
Well, he has split his time between the 3, but now he's moved solidly to the core group. I mean, he knows where the power is in the house now, and right now it lies with him.
How has he managed to do that? How has he managed to split his time between these 3 people and almost like change between these people?
Well, as a chameleon, he has that natural ability to adapt. He observes and adapts, and changes his colours. And because he's a hairdresser by profession...
Yeah, I was going to say, what about his profession? I mean, does that have anything to do with it?
Well, exactly. He's got these skills. He's got one client in his chair one moment who's telling her life story. The next client wants to gossip. The next client needs to be told that they're beautiful. He has to go with the flow, and he's doing that in the house.
But that doesn't necessarily mean he's insincere. That's just his nature.
That is his nature. Sometimes it might be slightly insincere. Remember, he heard how much cheering there was.
Sure.
When Leslie was evicted for, Saskia and Maxwell.
Sure.
So I think part of him knows that's where the,
Well, he looks like he's made his mind up as to what group he's part of. Let's take a look at him in the diary.
When I first came on here, the first couple of weeks, I think I made the wrong judgment about some people. Like Saskia, Maxwell and Anthony, I didn't really like them. And I actually think they're really, really nice people now. But certain people who I thought were my friends, like Vanessa, she's just so, false. It's her and Science are the most selfish people I've ever met in my life.
See, for me, this beggars belief. That was him talking yesterday, I believe.
And I was going to say, did you spot the body language? His foot was going away. He was feeling a bit nervous about talking about joining the core group. When he talks about Vanessa, his foot stopped. He was being absolutely genuine about the way he has turned his feelings for Vanessa. And I wanted to tell you, as a hairdresser, he uses his sense of touch.
Yeah.
If I can take your hand, and when
yes,
he's talking,
you can, Dr. Pam.
And when he's touching and massaging Saskia, Maxwell, and Anthony, he is creating oxytocin, which is a hormone that bonds.
I know what it is.
people.
I like it.
Exactly. So he makes them feel good
Don't
with
stop.
all that touch. Oh, okay. Definitely.
No, seriously, that's what he does. That's what it is.
He, as a hairdresser, he's so tactile, and he creates that emotional bond through this hormone.
Because I saw the other day he was massaging Maxwell's feet. Now, I'm sorry, but people, I've got friends I've known for years that I wouldn't let anyone near my feet, and vice versa. He's known this guy for a couple of weeks, and now he's massaging his feet. Tell us a little bit.
Because he is the most tactile personality I've practically ever seen, and when he's doing that, he's putting people into almost like a trance, kind of a stupor, and he then kind of makes the conversation go the way he wants, and he nurtures them. And when they've got cameras on them 24/7, they need a bit of nurturing, so they're getting that oxytocin stimulated.
So is this a good thing, or is he putting himself in jeopardy with the people he's leaving behind, the the Vanessas and so forth?
Oh, I still think when it comes to Vanessa, after the greedy beggar sort of comments of Maxwell and Saskia, I want to call them Maskia, you know, I want to bond those two together. Maxwell and Saskia, I think Vanessa will be voting them against them before she even goes for Craig.
OK, quickly, Judgment Day tomorrow. Who do you think is going to leave tomorrow night?
Roberto, because Derek is being cunning, double bluff. He says he wants to go out. He wants people to vote for him, Roberto, actually, because he wants to stay.
Dr. Pam, everyone. You'll be back. You will be back. OK. That is what Dr. Pam thinks, that Derek and Roberto are up for eviction tomorrow night. But who do you want to go? Here's how you vote. We haven't got long. Today's Cool BBLB. Who's the funniest housemate and why? Robin's back with us. Let's go straight to the phones. April in Perth, or Perth and April. Hello.
Hi, Dermot. How are you?
How are you? OK, who's the funniest housemate?
I think Kamal is absolutely hilarious. Since his fabulous entrance, which, let's face it, surpassed Jason in a thong last year, he's kept us entertained with his quips and quirkiness. In fact, can someone check whether Danny LaRue is dead? Because Kamal seems to be channeling his spirit.
April, do you not think Kamal's gone off the boil a little bit?
No, I don't think so. I think his diary room encounters, even last night, was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, the Whitney Mariah situation with Makosi. He's just brilliant. Brilliant.
Do we like Kamal?
Can I first say Danny LaRue is still alive? I know this for certain. He's recently been doing an old-style music hall routine. It's been going tremendously well.
His glands are still in.
Yes, he's fine, and Mother Kelly's doorstep is still there. Yeah, I like Kamal. Also, Kamal likes Elvis Presley. How can you not like someone who likes Elvis Presley and has a selection of kimonos?
Fantastic. Danny in Cleethorpes. Hello, Danny.
Hi, Dermot.
Go for it.
I think the funniest housemate is Maxwell, especially when he tries to get with Saskia. Like when he tries to get over Saskia, kind of pushes him away, and I think it's definitely how he does it.
Are you laughing at him or with him?
I don't know, actually. It could be between them.
Yeah.
But especially when he went in dining room and changed all the groceries for the 8 cans of cider, and he tried to go in the stock room and hide them.
Sure
I think it was amazing how he did that.
Big Maxwell fan, obviously.
Yeah, not keen on Maxwell apart from that one line about the jogging bottoms.
That's the only thing you like about him?
He's a bit too much of a geezer. You know the way it is. Someone like me, I was brought up pretty much in a library, wasn't it? So geezers, I fear geezerdom.
Of course. OK, thank you very much. Thanks to all the callers. Thanks to Robin and, of course, Dr. Pam. Diary Room Uncut E4 tonight, 7:30. Main show at 10. We're back to 5:25 with Derek and Roberto's friends and family. I'll be chatting to the Venus. See you then. Take care. Bye-bye.